Guys, I need you to listen to me right now because something is seriously wrong in Brookhaven. I kept seeing the same type of videos on my feed, not about the waving bacon this time, but about a door. A door that only opens at 3 a.m. And before you say, Angel, it's just a role-play door. No, people weren't laughing in the comments. They were saying stuff like, don't knock twice. If you open it, don't look behind you. My screen went black. It followed me into the next server. Okay, so obviously my curiosity said we have to test this. So me and my family decided we were going to do it for real, in Brookhaven at exactly 3 a.m. And we weren't leaving until we found it. We joined a fresh server late at night, and everything looked normal. Too normal. The streets were quiet, no cars, no random players throwing parties, no police chasing anyone. It was like Brookhaven itself was holding its breath. Guys, I whispered, even though it's roleplay and no one can actually hear a whisper. Look at the clock. 2:47 a.m. Refsy was already doing that thing where he acts brave but keeps spinning his camera around every 2 seconds. I'm telling you, if this door is fake, I'm gonna be mad. I'm not staying up for a fake door. My sister was the complete opposite. She was excited. Maybe it's a secret treasure room, she said. Maybe we get free money. I just stared at her. Girl, haven't you been reading the comments? This toggle says it's cursed. My mom joined in, calm like always. Okay, we'll check it, but if anything weird happens, we leave immediately. We all agreed, and that was the first mistake. The video said the door was hidden, but they never gave a clear location. Some people said it was behind the hospital. Some people said it was near the abandoned house. Some people said it only appears when the server is almost empty. So we did the smartest thing we could think of. We grabbed flashlights. Yes, flashlights in Roblox, because it just feels safer, okay? Refsy pulled out his torch and started leading like he was in charge. Come on, he said, hospital first. We ran down the road, our footsteps sounding extra loud in my head for some reason. The streetlights looked dimmer than usual. The sky had this dull, bluish fog tone, like the whole map was tired. We reached the hospital area and started circling behind it. Nothing. Just dumpsters, walls, and a weird shadow that kept flickering on the ground like something was moving. Did you see that? My sister asked. Refsy laughed too loudly. It's a glitch. But he moved closer to me. 2:55 a.m. We had 5 minutes. 5. And suddenly, my screen did something weird. It was tiny, almost nothing, but the edges of my screen looked darker for a second, like a vignette. Then it went back to normal. I didn't say anything at first because I didn't want to scare everyone. But then my mom stopped walking. Why is it quiet? I asked. What do you mean? She pointed. There's usually music, or wind, or some sound. And she was right. There was no background noise, not even the usual Brookhaven ambiance. It was like someone hit mute on the whole game. We moved on to the abandoned house next. Everyone knows that house gives creepy vibes, even on a normal day. But tonight, it looked worse. The windows were darker, like the lights inside were swallowed. The door creaked when Refsy pushed it open. He stepped inside first, acting fearless. Hello? Anyone home? He said, joking. And then the door shut behind him. Not slowly, not normally. It slammed, and it didn't open again. Refsy froze. Guys? He said. I ran up and tried to open it from outside. Nothing. My sister tried too. Nothing. Then my mom said, Refsy, back away from the door. Refsy did, and as soon as he stepped back, the door opened like nothing happened. Just normal. Refsy walked out quickly, not even joking anymore. Okay, that was not funny. My sister tried to laugh, but it came out nervous. Maybe the house just hates you. We all started walking away from the abandoned house, and that's when I noticed something. On the side of the house, a small, narrow doorway. Not the main entrance, not a window. A doorway that I have never noticed before. It looked wrong. Too thin. Too tall. Like it was made for someone who wasn't shaped like a Roblox avatar. 2:59 a.m. My heart started beating so fast I could feel it in my hands. Guys, I said, pointing. Look! They all turned. Refsy squinted. That door was not there before. My mom nodded slowly. That's the door. My sister bounced in place. Open it! Open it! Open it! I turned to them all. Okay, rules. No one touches it until it hits 3 a.m. exactly. We don't knock, we don't spam. We open it once. If it's weird, we leave. Everyone agreed, and that was the first mistake. Refsy held out his torch like he was going to protect him. My sister stood too close, basically breathing on the door. And then, the clock changed. 3 a.m. The streetlights outside flickered, the fog got thicker, and the door made a sound. Not a creak, not a click, more like a low, deep hum, like it was waking up. Refsy slowly reached out. "Bro," he whispered, "my cursor feels heavy." I looked at my screen. Even my mouse movement felt slower, like the game was dragging. "Just open it," my sister said. Refsy clicked. The door didn't open right away. It paused, like it was thinking. Then it opened just a little, and a cold blue light spilled out. Not normal lighting, not Brookhaven lighting. This light looked like it came from a different game, a different place. Refsy opened it wider, and behind it wasn't a room. It was a hallway, a long hallway that shouldn't fit inside the house. It stretched too far, like it had no end. The walls were dark and smooth, with faint glowing symbols that looked like scribbles. At the far end of the hallway, there was a second door, and it was slightly open. My sister gasped, "This is so cool!" My mom's voice turned serious. "No, this is not cool. We should leave." But my curiosity was already pulling me forward like a magnet. "Just a few steps," I said. "We can look and go." Refsy hesitated, but followed. We stepped into the hallway, and the second we did, the door behind us shut. Not slammed, just a quiet click. And suddenly, the outside world was gone. No Brookhaven sounds, no streetlights, no normal map. Only the hallway, and that humming sound, deeper now, like it was vibrating in the walls. My sister tried to open the door behind us. It didn't move. "Okay," Refsy said, voice shaking. "This is officially not a prank." We started walking toward the second door. Every step echoed. That's what made it scarier. Roblox footsteps don't usually echo, but ours did. It sounded like we were in a giant empty building. Halfway down the hall, my torch started flickering. Refsy's too. My sister's flashlight went out completely. She squeaked, "Mine died." My mom tried to stay calm. "Keep moving, stay together." Then I saw something in the wall. A reflection, like a mirror, but there was no mirror, just glossy black wall. And in the reflection, there were 4 of us walking, but behind us, there was a 5th shadow. Tall, long arms, head tilted, walking just a little bit too slowly. I stopped. "Guys," I whispered, "don't turn around." Refsy instantly turned around because of course he did. Nothing was there. He laughed nervously. "You're trying to scare me." But I saw his smile fade because his torch flickered harder, and a second later, we heard it. A slow step behind us, not in front, behind. My sister screamed, "Run!" We all ran toward the second door, and the hallway seemed to stretch longer the more we ran, like the distance was changing, like it didn't want us to reach the end. Refsy reached the second door first and yanked it open. Inside was a room, a plain room with 1 chair in the center, and on the chair was a Roblox avatar, a bacon hair, but not moving like a normal player. It was sitting perfectly still, head angled toward the floor, and it was waving, slowly, like a broken animation. My sister froze. "No way! It's the waving bacon!" The bacon lifted its head. Its eyes were empty, just black holes. And then it spoke. Not in chat, not in a bubble. It spoke like an actual voice. A low, distorted whisper. "You opened it." Refsy backed up. I'm leaving right now." My mom grabbed my sister's arm. "Back into the hallway, now." We turned to run back, and the hallway door slammed shut, locked. The bacon stood up. It didn't walk. It glided, like it was floating just above the ground. And then the lights in the room flickered, and the symbols on the walls started glowing brighter. My screen flashed a message. Not the usual Roblox message, a weird message in gray text. "Do you want to stay?" Under it were 2 options, yes, no. I moved my mouse to no, but the cursor kept drifting towards yes, like something was pulling it. "No, no, no!" I said out loud. Refsy shouted, "Don't click yes!" My mom said, "Angel, close the game!" But before I could, my sister screamed, "It's moving my cursor!" And then her character clicked, yes. Everything went black for 1 full second. Then the room came back, but we weren't in the same place anymore. We were back in Brookhaven, outside, in the street. Normal lights, normal sounds, normal everything. The hallway door on the side of the abandoned house was gone. Refsy looked around like he couldn't believe it. We made it out! My mom exhaled. "We're done. We're leaving." My sister was quiet. Too quiet. I turned to her. "You okay?" She slowly turned her avatar to face me, and her character was waving, slowly, like a broken animation, just like the bacon. Refsy's voice cracked. "Why are you waving?" My sister typed in chat, but it wasn't her typing style. It said, "It's open now." The streetlights flickered. The clock in the corner of the screen changed. 3:01 a.m. And across the road, a door appeared, standing by itself. No house, no wall, just a door. And it was slightly open, and from inside, a cold blue light spilled out. Refsy whispered, "Angel, don't tell me." My sister started walking toward it, like she couldn't stop. My mom ran in front of her to block her path, but my sister's avatar kept glitch walking, pushing forward. I grabbed her character, trying to pull her back, but her avatar's strength felt weirdly stronger. Then my sister's chat popped up again. "You can't close it." The door creaked wider, and from inside we heard the same humming and a slow step, like something was coming out. I panicked. I clicked the leave button. Refsy clicked leave too. My mom clicked leave, but my sister's screen didn't leave. She typed one more message, "See you tomorrow at 3 a.m. And then her character turned its head too far, like it wasn't on Roblox joints anymore, and the screen cut to black. We rejoined another server immediately. We were all back, except my sister. Her username was still in the server list, but her avatar wasn't anywhere. We searched the whole map, hospital, school, police station, the abandoned house. Nothing. Then we noticed something. On the outside wall of the abandoned house, carved into it, glowing faintly like neon, were 3 words. "Door opens daily." Refsy whispered, "So it wasn't a one-time thing." My mom said, "We are not playing Brookhaven at night again." But my screen did something that made my blood turn cold. A new message appeared in gray text. "Invited, 3 a.m. And under it, "Bring her back." Guys, I don't know what we opened, but I know one thing. That door didn't just open, it chose us. And if you're watching this right now, and you play Brookhaven at night, if you ever see a door that wasn't there before, please don't touch it. Don't knock, and whatever you do, if it opens at 3 a.m., don't go inside, because it might not let you come back out. And if you hear a whisper say, "It's open now," run before it's your turn next.